Welcome back to This is a Commander channel, where this is a Commander channel, and today I'm going to talk about Commander Tough Rules and Cool Interactions, episode 32. Today's episode is going to take a look at one of the many powerful dragons that we got from the Commander Legends Baldur's Gate set, and it has a pretty dang powerful effect that can have a strange interaction with a particular permanent type that not a lot of players may know about. The card is Astral Dragon, which says, when Astral Dragon enters the battlefield, create 2 tokens that are copies of target non-creature permanent, except they are 3/3 dragon creatures in addition to their other types, and they have flying. I'm a little worried that some players may read this and see it as just a crappy way to get 2 3/3 flyers, but actually, this is a pretty powerful effect, as it should be for 8 mana card. Think of it less as a creature maker and more as a way you can get 2 additional copies of your cards with powerful effects, which in a singleton format, we know that is very, very powerful. All of those powerful artifacts and enchantments that you want to have a total of 3, this dragon can get you there. Also, something that I think a lot of people may forget, this dragon can get you 2 creature versions of your lands. So if you've got some powerful lands out, then you can get 2 more of them. Or maybe you just want to get 2 more triggers of Bojuka Bog. As you can see, there is a lot of utility and versatility from this dragon, but that's not the main reason I'm making this video. There's a certain permanent type, well, specifically a subtype, that will not work out too well for this dragon's ability. Auras are very much a legal target for the dragon's ability, but it will not resolve how you might hope it would. So let's break this down. We can see that Comprehensive Rules 303.4a says that an aura spell requires a target, but these tokens are not spells. They are tokens that are created upon the resolution of an ability. The tokens are never a spell on the stack, and therefore they do not need a target for when they enter. This makes it sound like they could just attach themselves to any legal thing that they could, except for one tiny little detail about the dragon's ability. The ability says that the tokens it creates are dragon creatures in addition to their other types, which means these tokens will be creatures as well as enchantment auras. If they were to stay as just their current type and subtype, then this would be great. But it making them gain the creature type is what messes up this whole thing. According to Comprehensive Rules 303.4d, an aura that's also a creature can't enchant anything. If this occurs somehow, the aura becomes unattached, then is put into its owner's graveyard. So what actually happens with these 2 tokens then? Maybe you have out an Eidolon of Blossoms and your only way to dig for answers to something, to some situation, is to make 2 more of your auras just to draw 2 cards off of the Eidolon. And you don't even care that they're going to go straight to the graveyard after they enter, so long as they do enter. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they will never even enter the battlefield. We can take a look at Comprehensive Rules 303.4g, which says, if an aura is entering the battlefield and there is no legal object or player for it to enchant, the aura remains in its current zone, unless that zone is the stack, in which case the aura is put into its owner's graveyard instead of entering the battlefield. Again, these were never on the stack, so they will just never actually come into existence. So in a lot of these videos in this series, I do like to provide a little light at the end of the tunnel when things don't end up how you would want them to. Some of the same reasons we can't get 2 of these tokens as an aura via their ability is the same reason that we wouldn't be able to use this ability to get 2 token copies of something like Sword of Fire and Ice that are equipped to a creature. In the case of equipment, we would be able to at least get the 3/3 Flying Artifact Creature Dragon equipment tokens to stay on the battlefield, but we just won't be able to attach them to anything via their equip ability. But recently we got a new attach ability for equipments called Reconfigure, and we can see in CR 702.151b that attaching an equipment with Reconfigure to another creature causes the equipment to stop being a creature until it becomes unattached from that creature. So there we go. You could use this dragon's ability to make 2 token copies of Tanuki Transplanter and get a whole bunch of green mana when you reconfigure them onto another creature. Anyhow, that's all I've got for today's episode. As always, I hope that all of you found this video to be entertaining, at least, and I hope that a few of you have even maybe learned something about these crazy rules in this great game of Magic. Have a good one. Ta-ta.